got her ticket for the long way round. The one with the prettiest of views. It got mountains, it got rivers, it got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you. It's exciting that we're finally here. 11 days until the Fram2 liftoff, where Rabea is gonna go into polar orbit and gonna send us down SSTV encoded images. With the launch just a few days away, we were thinking of doing a little bit of a retrospective, you know, like how this community started and how we all got together on Discord. The first question that we kind of wanted to ask you to kind of get a feeling for you is the question, what got you into ham radio? And thought we got some really cool and interesting responses. So, example, clean my glasses here. So, for example, Elizabeth, an undergrad engineering student from the US, discovered kind of ham radio with the website Scratch, which I also used. It's amazing. It's such a good way to get into programming and stuff. We have here Alejandro Romeo. He got into ham radio 5 years ago, and his big thing was the idea that you could hear astronauts from space, from the ISS, and I totally get that because it's just a wild thought that they're just like somewhere above us in the sky and that we can send like rays back and forth to communicate. It boggles the mind. So I totally get that. Here we have Buzzle with, I mean, fantastic profile pic. I mean, just love that. So Buzzle, or Ivan, is from Florida, and he is currently the president of the Amateur Radio Club. So he's now also responsible for getting other people motivated to join the ham radio community. And for him, it was actually Reddit which got him started, which I also picked up some hobbies from Reddit. Most recently, I started making cheese because I saw a cheese making tutorial on Reddit. So be advised, you can also fall into a rabbit hole. This is also very cute, and I think shout out to all the parents that inspire us, which is that for Phoenix 64, his dad was his big inspiration. So I don't know, that's really cool. It shows that if, as a parent, you share your interests with your kids, you can really like plant a seed. Here we have Hope, also from Florida, so neighbors, and also in a good place to see the launch. She's the president of her amateur radio club now, and it's been 10 years, and for her it was also her dad. So I think it's really like the dads and the parents in our life that can like inspire us. Just some stock images to represent our parents. He's actually an electrical engineer, so I thought he was a good representation of what a supportive electrical engineering dad might look like, giving us the thumbs up. Okay, here we have Mickey from the Philippines. He's 16 years old, and he's been doing ham radio since a year. Super cool, and already received SSTV transmission from the ISS, which look beautiful. And also his parents, his dad, was the one who introduced them to his hobby. I love this story from Dule, an electrical engineering student. They grew up with their father doing storm spotting. So kind of the early warning system of their small town community. So that's actually like so cool. I mean, and also one of the advantages and also appeals of ham radio, how robust it is. Okay, so we have from Mort, the school radio room. I assume this is the call sign KC3SGV. This is a huge antenna, so I mean, just rating you based on the size of your antenna, you're doing A-okay. This is Elizabeth's ham shack. She calls this an absolute crisis of a ham shack. So I don't know, she should see my room and then maybe get a different perspective of what true messiness looks like. Ooh, okay, I found some nice details. So Elizabeth, I don't know if you've already seen it in the Discord, but she was doodling some really fun doodles. So I suspect that this on the whiteboard might also be her doing. And I think this is actually the pet from the main character of Chainsaw Man. So deep cut anime references here found in Elizabeth's shack. So this is from K3NWL, and this is the first year of operation, and love the shack. We have a cool, beautiful map. I see you are into chips, so good snack options, big fan. And you seem like you have a good time, and also a big fan of the curved monitor. Recently got one. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Ooh, an old Motorola, I assume a phone, was upcycled in some way. I have no idea what's going on, but I kind of like respect the upcycling and kind of reusing things. So like giving a second life to things is amazing. So that's Ostiti, I hope. Speaking of hope, we have Lea Hope, and she's been working on a flight computer with Laura on a 60 centimeters, and this was placed then into a university rocket. So cool thing is we then got an update later that it launched. So Hope, congratulations. So we also asked how your different experiences are in different countries when it comes to ham radioing, hamming, what's the word? Anyway, what really stood out to me, or where my heart went out, was with Yasmin, who bravely 1 hour was standing outside in minus 10 degrees Celsius. That's, it reminded me of my military service because that was also about the same temperature where we were stationed in winter. Was a little bit more of like Swiss mountainous regions. And I definitely picked up a few secret techniques to handle the cold. So most of the stuff you probably are familiar with. So you dress like an onion, like different layers on top of each other to kind of like have a lot of like air pockets. You should totally wear a hat because a lot of the heat leaves the body through the head because it's so circulated with blood. But there's like one secret technique that most people don't know about, and that's a part of the body that's usually not that protected and that a lot of heat goes out through, and that is the buttocks. It's a huge muscle, lots of blood. So the secret piece of clothing that we always had, like every Swiss soldier has this, is a pair of long underpants. So this really keeps the heat in, not only on the upper part of the body, but also the lower part. So definitely if you're going into minus 10 degrees, wear some long underpants. What I can also recommend to give you warmth and heat from the inside is to have some coffee or tea with you in a thermos. And if those two options are not to your taste, you can also use just hot water and fill a little bit of a syrup into it. In Switzerland, we would call that punch. With all that, oh my God, talked forever. We're really just so thankful to you that you all participated. So we just, first time we didn't know what to expect, and you just overwhelmed us with being positive, being nice to each other, being a great community. We almost had no issues in terms of like moderation. So just thank you all. And also big shout out to Rabea, who made the whole thing possible, initiated the whole thing. Then also Lars, who took care of the website, the technical details in the Discord, and the technical details around the competition. And then of course we couldn't have done it with the support of Auris. I want to especially shout out Frank, William, and Tanya. Thank you so much. And with all that, I just In German you say Daumen drücken, so press the thumbs to wish you luck. In English it would be crossing the fingers, but since I'm recording here in Switzerland, I will press my thumbs for you that you will successfully receive SSTV images from Rabea. And don't forget to also take pictures of when you're out there, because even if you don't receive anything, that's still a success and not a failure, because you all gather together and you went out there for science. So just keep us posted and show us how you had fun on that day. We would love to see that.